What's happening? So I had to do this. This is my J. Cole review, reaction video, whatever you want to call it. So everybody knows it's 420. J. Cole, KOD done dropped. So I've been hearing all kind of things all day. Last night, whenever it came out at midnight, a lot of people on the timeline was anticipating it. So we all got a chance to jam it today. So everybody got to get their stuff out. I see a lot of positive feedback, and I see a lot of people trying to make jokes about J. Cole. He's boring and stuff like that. Like they going by the last record. And I liked For Your Eyes Only. I thought that was a great album, but a lot of people didn't like it. And I see a lot of people trying to, oh man, his beats and all this. Evidently you haven't listened to this album right here. And people saying he's not competitive. This whole album is a competitive album. And I was scared to really do this right here because I was like, I knew I was gonna fan out. I was gonna be like 10 out of 10 and just give it a classic off top. And I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to make sure I listened to it a bunch of times first. Like I listened to I ain't gonna say 10 times a day, but I listened to it a lot of times. I listened to it at least 7 or 8 times a day, the whole album. And my first listen was last night, like 2 a.m. I had it before then, but I was procrastinating, and I was like, when I'm about to go to sleep, I'm gonna lay down and listen to it. And in that setting, like usually Cole stuff is like real melodic and chill, and so I guess I was expecting maybe something like that. And so I laid down, and right whenever it comes on, it got like the intro, and then the first song is. So I'm like, oh, hold up! I'm like, this is different stuff right here. This is not what I was expecting. Like I was waiting for some do you wanna be happy and something like that. But he came out spitting, and so. I'm not gonna front. Like the first listen, I heard it like that, and then I was like, it made me think of Damn, and I was like, man, I kind of like it because it's different. But then I'm like, it's so reminiscent of Damn. Just at my first thought, I was like, it's not really his vibe, and I don't know. I wasn't feeling it that much last night. Like if I would have said it last night, I probably would have said like a 6 out of 10 or something. But I was like tired, laying down and on a different mode. But today, I rode around the car to it. I chilled outside, listened to it. I was doing some work. I had it playing, so I would just listen to it on many different in situations and stuff. And now, like I see it, like it's jamming and. It's a different kind of vibe. It's more aggressive than the Cole that we normally get. And the front part of the album is more an aggressive style. And towards the end, it starts to kind of wane down a little bit, get more into that chill Cole that we used to. But he still has a lot of that aggression, even on the outro. On the outro, well, not the outro, but they have an outro. And then it's the last track, 1985. And he's pretty aggressive on there, but I'm going to go through it. Like, it starts off on KOD, and he's rapid fire rapping and shit. Like, he going off, man. It's bumping. Like, I fucks with it. I like that jam right there, man. And the photograph is kind of melodic. It's like a new age, like not love story or whatever, but he kind of talking about, like, the Instagram and, like how people fall in love off people pictures and stuff like that. And it's a very intelligent take on like relationships and just interactions nowadays. And it's a good track, man. It has a melody to it. It gets stuck in your head. The Cutoff featuring Kill Edward. At first thought this was a song I was like, and it's kind of a weird track right here. Give me smoke, give me drink, so it's weird, but it gets embedded in your mind. Like at first, I did not like this song the first time I heard it, and the Kill Edward feature on there, that's J. Cole. He just is like a alter ego or something, and it's like his voice is kind of like screwed up or whatever, but it's him. So it's still the same old, no features. But that melody to it, it really gets in your head. So at first thought I didn't like it, but I wound up, I ain't gonna say I love it, but I like the song. I like the song. It's something you hum to yourself over and over. ATM, they have a video for that. So if you haven't checked it, you can pause this video right now. You can go check the video out. The video is crazy. It reminds me of Busta Rhymes, like old stuff. Like Busta Rhymes like that song right there. I forgot flip mode. Flip mode is the greatest. And the eyes bugging out and stuff. It's very much like that video right there. And just the song itself is pretty jamming. It's pretty jamming. It's not like it's not jamming. It's like my head high. It's not jamming like that, but it's jamming. It's pretty good. As being like, I ain't gonna say I don't know if it's a single or not, but they have a video for it, so I don't know how I feel about that being like the first joint they really put out. I really was expecting like another documentary thing, but I guess he didn't want to be repetitive on that. But I was really waiting on that and maybe a few videos in the documentary how he usually does, but it didn't seem like that's happening. But it's a pretty dope joint. Motivate, that's like, I just skimmed through it just now, kind of breezed back on it. That's like maybe the least favorite song on there. It's alright, but it's like, it doesn't differentiate from like the rest of the album. It doesn't really stand out on its own, in my personal opinion. Kevin's Heart, it's alright. It's alright. It has a nice melody to it and stuff. It's alright, but it's not nothing that really sticks in your mind. Brackets is trying to remember that song. I want to say that might be the one with the Richard Pryor intro. So if that's the song I'm thinking of, yeah, that song is pretty good. It's pretty good. He flowing on there. Once an Addict, that is my favorite song. If you check out my channel and stuff, and you probably haven't. If you watching this, you probably here for the cold stuff. So you probably haven't been up on my channel like I did my vlogs and stuff, and you know I've been had issues with my family and stuff. And like this song right here, I could have wrote this and it would have been the same song. Like this song right here is just, I can relate to it so much. This is a great song. Like I kind of teared up on that one. Yeah, so what? But whenever I heard that song and listened to the story, like it's a great song. Friends, it's pretty good song. That's another one featuring Kill Edward, his alter ego. Window Pane, dope joint. In 1985, that's one you watched. If you watched his intro to his album and stuff, like the trailer for it and stuff, where they had like listening sessions and people were raving on that song right there. I was expecting like just super incredible. Like it's a dope song, like what he says on this stuff, but it's not like how they hyped it up to be. But it's a dope song though. What he says and how he's kind of going at all the mumble rappers and stuff like that. It's like a diss kind of, but it's not like he's being a crab type of brother. He's just want people to step their game up. But overall, the album, it's a different kind of vibe. It's more of an aggressive Cole. To me, is like he coming for the throne on this one. Like I think people gonna like this one way more. For Your Eyes Only, I love that album. People didn't like it. This one right here, I'm not gonna say I love it as much. It's gonna have to grow on me, but I think it's a dope joint. I think people will love this more than I will, even though I love it. But I think like the casual listener is gonna really give Cole his props more. But I would give this like a 8.7 out of 10. Now, I'm not gonna say a classic and stuff. I don't want to just jump the bandwagon and stuff. I want to try to be honest as possible, and I think it's dope, but I don't want to just fan out and be like, ah. So I'm gonna give it an 8.7 out of 10. I might be lowballing, but it's a dope joint, man. It's gonna be in rotation for me, like for the next month until like Pusha T, Kanye, maybe Nas, unless them or Drake or something drop anything sooner. Like for the next month or two, that's gonna be in my rotation. So like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and the most hated. What are your thoughts on the Cole album? What is your favorite joint? I'll let your boy, man. Leave it in the comment section. Peace out.